What is up, Hans family? Welcome to day 9 of Hansoween, which I am so excited to show you. It's probably my favorite look to date. And I'll say it again, Hansoween is 31 tutorials in the month of October, which means a new video every day. Today is a steampunk zombie collab with one of my best friends, Alex Faction, or as I like to say, Alex Fuction. He is an absolutely amazing artist, and if you haven't seen him before, I don't know what you're doing with your life. You gotta go check his ass out, right? Meow. I'll have his video linked down below. Make sure to go watch it, you guys. You won't be disappointed. I'll have product details listed down there as well, and let's get started. Alright, so we're going to be starting with the teeth for this look. To get an exact model of the teeth, use some Elymorph plastic, which is essentially polymorph plastic. When heated in a little bit of warm water, the beads become a moldable substance, and it's actually really cool to use in special effects looks. Roll some up into a nice sausage shape and press onto your teeth. I used Daniel's teeth for this because I have some small baby back bitch looking ones. Oh yeah, dance off, bruh. Work it. Then once that's hardened a bit, gently remove. Thanks to Christy and her glam zombie tutorial, I used the method of pushing soft polymorph into the mold we made. Push it in real deep like, and just before it has fully hardened, finagle it out of there, and now you've got a perfect mold of your teeths. Or in my case, my sexy husband's teeth. Onto the eyeball, I cut up a little ping pong ball, and I did so by violently stabbing at it with a sharp spatula as to puncture its soul, then trim the edges with scissors. Use some Prozade or any adhesive that will dry completely clear to give it a sticky base, and use some stringy pieces of red yarn for this veining effect. Thank you, powder. I wanted the eye to be super bloodshot, so I did add quite a few overlapping each other, keeping the height of it towards the top of the eye where the actual large vein would connect. After you're happy with it, cover it in clear nail polish so it remains glossy, and bam! You got yourself an eye. My face is nice and clean, ready to go. Sketch out some general guidelines of where our new features will be. Pick up some Vaseline to cover your brows and lashes so that they are protected, and add some Prozade to glue on our cotton pad over our eye. Be careful not to get one that's too piecey though, because you don't want rogue pieces of cotton irritating your eye throughout the wear. That would be no bueno. Just like the Crypt Keeper we did the first day of Hansoween, we will be using liquid latex and cotton to mold up this entire face. Add a few layers of cotton and latex onto the lips to build them up just a bit, and once dry, glue on the teeth we made earlier with some Prozade. We want these to look as natural and real as possible, so if there's still gaps showing between the plastic and the built-up latex, fill them in with more cotton. Basically make it look like these teeth are actually coming straight from your skin and out of your mouth. As I am going, I add more latex around the cotton pads so that it also looks like it is just blending into our skin, and cover your other brow with Vaseline to build that up too. Work around your face so that each layer can dry before you add a new one on top. Add some adhesive around the mouth to then glue on our exposed gears. I grabbed these from Michael's, but you could make some out of cardboard if you'd prefer. I wanted the mouth to look ripped open and that these gears were just part of my skin underneath, since, you know, steampunk and shit. Keep building up the face how you wish. I added a more prominent brow bone, more prominent cheekbones, and some bumpy skin around the gears and the nose area. If you want the process to move faster, you can always grab a blow dryer to dry your face between the steps. I went and stood in the bathroom and did this quite a few times. I custom mixed up this pink shade using cream foundations and a bit of red and blue cream paint, and used a sponge to really press this into the latex. Switch to a brush for those more hard to reach areas. To bring dimension back into the look, I added a bit more blue and red to the mixture we already made earlier, and I'm darkening out our features. Pretend this is your real face and think about how the light would hit it and where the shadows would naturally be. I didn't bring the color all over the cotton pad because we will be just covering it later. This look is messy, so you do not have to be precise with your blending skills. I'm using a lot of tapping motions to just really dirty it up, and deepening these features will also make it look really deteriorated. I am going to be using alcohol paints for pretty much the entire rest of the tutorial, but if you don't have alcohol paints, that's okay. You could still use cream paints. It's all good. To make the eye look like it was infecting outwards, I used some dried blood color and this awesome small detail brush, which is from Sigma, to create a vein texture and to intensify all of the little bumps in the texture that we made with the cotton and latex. I'm keeping it relatively dark around where we are going to be putting our eyeball and just having it branch out from there. Add Pros-Aid and glue your eyeball in place. I know this isn't a realistic size, but let's just say it's a swollen one. Add more red around the eye and any spots you're missing to make sure that the look is nice and cohesive. When working on these teeth, if you don't have alcohol, you can use water-activated paints. That's actually what Christy used in her tutorial. I painted the gums with a pinkish mauve color and the teeth with yellow and white mixed. I apparently hate white teeth because my characters never have them. Bloody those up just a little bit and darken between each gum line and each tooth. Layer the paint as you go until they look like they're just popping off of your face. Add a little bit of color onto your actual lip, which mine was covered in a little bit of latex because we want the inside of our mouth to be dark. Just as I did before, add a little bit more color to the other side. I kept the side a bit lighter as to focus on the mouth and the swollen eyeball. Fill in your nose with a little bit of black and red mixed. Didn't want to go straight for black because our nose would be bloody. I assume our other eye would be a little swollen as well. So I added a bit of color around the bag of my eye and under my brow to give a sunken in shape. But please, you guys, be so careful using alcohol around your eyes. Never get too close. That shit will burn and you will not be a happy panda. The chest I'll go over real quick. Add some veining with the sponge technique you saw in my nurse tutorial and glue on some gears. With Made You Look's felt liner, I added straight black into the mouth so that zero of my actual lips would show through, and this is also because I do not want 99% alcohol in my mouth. Gross. If you want to go a little more glam, draw a cute little cat eye for one of your exposed eyes. One of them, like you have multiple ones. If you want to keep with that theme though, drag it down a bit so it looks like you've been crying. It's all messy. You're a zombie, for God's sakes. I don't think you'd have perfect liner. Pop on some lashes, or lash, and add blood. I just added some coagulated blood around the eyeball and mouth for some extra red, because clearly we weren't gory enough. I popped on a wig, some white screen contact from Camo Eyes, and a costume from Wholesale Halloween Costumes. I really hope you guys liked this tutorial. I had so much fun with it. Again, one of my favorite looks I've ever done. Make sure to go check out Alex's video. His zombie is the shit. It's mucusy. It's fucking nasty. I love it. Use the hashtag Hanzoween if you recreate this. I really want to see what you guys do with it. Subscribe if you haven't already. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow.